WGHT Morning Show. Local news, weather, and traffic. Prizes, contests, good times, and great oldies. Jimmy Howes and Greta Latona. The only live and local morning show in northern New Jersey. North Jersey, 1500 WGHT.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. 8:37 in the morning. At concerts, some women toss out undergarments at heartthrob singers, but when this guy, Jay Siegel, performs, they toss stuffed lions. Jay Siegel and his group, The Tokens, topped the charts 50 years ago with that distinct falsetto on the classic mega hit that two generations know, The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Other hits by The Tokens include Tonight I Fell in Love, Portrait of My Love, and He's in Town. Jay was also a significant party behind the hits for other musical acts like the Chiffons' He's So Fine and One Fine Day, Randy and the Rainbows, Tony Orlando and Dawn, and The Happenings. Jay Siegel, he will be at the Izod Center on Saturday, June 1st during Richard Nader's Doo-Wop Spectacular. And here now on The Morning Show, Jay Siegel. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning. I guess there's nothing else I have to say. You know everything. you did all your homework, so goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Great to talk to you all.
Bye, Jay. See ya. Hey, Jay, not only everything that Greta said, you're also in the Guinness Book of World Records for performing the Star Spangled Banner at all 30 Major League Baseball stadiums in the United States and Canada. What?
That's right. It's in the Book of Records. But when you said 50 years, every time I hear that number, I said that can't be, because when I'm up there on stage, I still feel like I'm 21 years old again. I still feel like that today. So when they say 50 years ago, wow. And believe me, it's really amazing to me that we're still up there and we're still doing it, and people are still coming out, enjoying this music. And what a great job to have, to make people happy and bring them back such great memories.
Jay, you, Bill Reed, and Jay Traynor still look terrific. I
thank you very much. Did you check your prescription and your glasses lately?
Yeah, I got to go to I got to get my eyes checked.
Thanks a lot. We try to keep healthy, all of us. Going to the gym and stuff like that. Trying to because we're on the road a lot, and you really get beat up traveling, and you get you're exposed to only terrible eating habits. So we try to, when we're home, we really try to take care of ourselves, because we really want to keep doing this because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, your schedule is packed and busy. Are you calling now from Rockland County, or are you?
I'm in Rockland County right now. Yeah.
When you heading for Canada?
I live in Spring Valley, New York. I've been up here for over 40 years. Yeah, I raised my family up here, and right now I'm home, and it's nice to be home.
Now, you grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
I grew up in Brighton Beach in Brooklyn, New York, and that's where the group first started. I was in Lincoln High School in Brooklyn, New York, and I tell the story on stage. This kid was sitting next to me. I was in the high school chorus, and he asked me if I wanted to come over to his house one day after school, and he was starting a rock and roll group. He lived about 5 blocks from where I lived in Brighton Beach. I came over to his house. I sang a few songs, and I made the audition. And that's where the group was born, in Lincoln High School in Brooklyn. And the punchline to this story is the kid's name was Neil Sedaka.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I was the original. We were in the original group together started in high school in 1956 with Neil Sedaka.
With Neil, did you know this guy was something special, or was it just...
Oh, yeah. Because, in Brooklyn at that time, in all the boroughs, there used to be singing groups on every street corner. In the summertime, we used to hang out on the beach or the boardwalk and sing. And every other singing group would sing songs that they heard on the radio. When we would sing, rehearse music in Sedaka's house, we were singing songs that he wrote. And, we didn't hear too many acts that were singing original material. In fact, I didn't think we heard any. So we knew that he was a great musician. He used to sing at his house. He had this Steinway piano in his house, and we used to gather around the piano. His mother was in the kitchen making us some snacks to eat, and we were singing all the songs that he wrote. It was really... Oh, yeah, the answer to the question is absolutely. We did know that he was something special, and still is.
Where were you the first time you heard one of your songs on the radio, Jay?
I was That's funny. It was Tonight I Fell in Love. Actually, no. Yeah, it was Tonight I Fell in Love, and I was walking down the street called Brighton Beach Avenue in Brooklyn, and in those times they used to have record stores, if you remember.
Sure.
And right in the front doorway, they used to have a speaker coming, so they would play the music into the streets. And I was walking down the street, and I heard my record on the walking down the avenue, and I said, "Wow, that's me," you know.
What a thrill!
So that record was the first record that we produced and wrote, and it was a top 10 record in the United States and in New York, where I was walking down the street, and a lot of in the Northeast, it was a number one record. So it was our first number one record.
You know, as a group, you have toured all over the world. You have graced the stage with so many other musical artists. What, from your perspective, was a huge thrill for you to be on stage with?
Well, we have played with everybody from Jerry Lee Lewis and Little Richard and the Temptations and the Four Tops. But in 1967, we were asked to do a benefit in the New York Paramount, which Ed Sullivan was emceeing, and we played with the Beatles, so that was pretty big.
That's the only thing you've ever done? What's going on? That's a great thing, Jay.
Yeah, just played with the Beatles, that's all.
Hey, Jay, when you guys are up on stage and they yell Jay, who turns around, you or Jay Traynor?
Well, that's funny, you know. Yeah, Jay Traynor's been with us now for about 7 years, and a lot of people don't know this, but he was the original Jay of Jay and the Americans. It was Jay Traynor who made their first giant record, She Cried, and he sings it today. He sounds better than he did back in 1961 when he made the record, and that's one of the high points of the show when Jay Traynor sings "She Cried." But we both turn around.
Hey, Jay, let's go now after the tokens real quick. You went behind the scenes for a while, and you produced, or did you direct, or did you manage groups like Tony Orlando and Dawn?
No, we never managed the groups, but we were asked to for a while. Being four kids that were just pulled out of college because of our music career, we would listen to records on the radio by big hit records, and then we'd never hear of the act again. It was a one-hit wonder. So when we had Tonight I Fell in Love, that was a great big hit record. We thought, well, who knows? Maybe we'll never get another one. Maybe this will be it. So we decided that we're going to learn the business of music, and we were going to learn all about production and publishing. And we started our own record company, and I guess we're in the record books stating that we're the first vocal group to produce a million selling number one record for another vocal group, and the first big hit record we produced was He's So Fine by the Chiffons.
Boy, if they had a varsity leather jacket for people in the music industry, you'd have your letter like 20 times.
Well, it should be up to you. And I'd have my letter, and maybe we'd get into that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because I think that the Tokens, being successful as recording artists, we were successful as record producers. Like, as you said, we produced Tony Orlando and Dawn. We produced The Happenings. We produced Randy and the Rainbows. We produced all their records and the Chiffons. We got into making television and radio commercials. And one year we had about 30 jingles on the air, different products between the radio and TV. So, we just about have done everything. But, the joy that we have now and always have had was getting on stage and performing in front of a live audience. And, this Eyeside show is going to be a great one because it's all our old friends. And like I said, when we do these multi-act shows all over the country, I can only, compare it to going to a high school reunion, and sharing old stories and going back, working with these people through the years, and some of them we haven't seen for such a long time. It's just a great experience, and I feel really fortunate that, that I'm still doing it, and I can still hit those high notes.
I know someday you'll be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're in the Vocal Hall of Fame.
We are, yeah. We got into the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, the Doo-Wop Hall of Fame, but we're waiting for the big one, and maybe one day we will.
You'll get that call. I know you will. I know you will.
I hope so.
Some of the commercials you were on was the Pan Am, Benson and Hedges.
Yeah, Pan Am.
I remember the Claro one.
We did chewing gum. We did, we had a big hit record come out of one commercial that we did. We did a commercial for Clairol, a woman's hair product, And that became a top 40 record called "She Lets Her Hair Down."
Yeah,
so we had a hit record out of a commercial that we had. Yeah, that was a lot of fun doing commercials and jingles. It paid a lot of bills.
Jay, you are, out of everybody that we've interviewed over the past 8 years, Greta and I, you're the best interview because...
Well, I thank you very much. Well,
things just come.
That's
you're
nice
like,
to hear. Thank you.
We should switch seats for a while. You're unbelievable.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. That's real nice to hear.
You'll be at the Izod Center for Richard Nader's big doo-wop spectacular. The name changes every year. The doo-wop spectacular now.
Well, it is spectacular.
It really is. Are you anchoring the show this year, or is Jay in the Americans?
I think Jay Black is going to be anchoring the show this year.
3 Jays in one spot.
Yeah, there's another Jay. How do you like that? And, I think Jay Black is going to have the top spot. Well-deserved. He had a lot of hit records, and he still sounds great. An old friend of mine as well. You know, we all go back together many, many years.
A life of excitement, joy, and glory. Jay Siegel. From the Tokens, we're going to see you on June 1st. I wish you the best of luck. I hope we can have you on the show again when you get nominated and put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You are the man, Jay Siegel.
I'll make that promise to you. I certainly will love to do that, and I would love to have that opportunity. And it's great to speak to both of you that, you have so much knowledge. You do your homework, and it makes me feel comfortable and almost important.
You are important.
You are important.
You are. We play your records all the time. All the time. At every wedding that I've ever DJ'd, by the way, I play The Lion Sleeps Tonight during the dinner hour. People sing it. They know it. You're bigger than you think you are.
I don't think there's anybody in the world, and I'm going to say world because the record was a worldwide hit in over 36 countries. It was a number one record. I don't think there's anybody in the world who does not know that record.
It was in the... Go ahead, Greg. It was
say 3 generations.
Really? In the Hot 100 twice. You had a hit record in the 90s.
I did, yeah.
That's something that Paul McCartney would do, but Jay Siegel did it too.
But he's doing okay, Paul.
Yeah, he's making out all right.
There's a few more houses and cars than I do.
All right. Hey, you still drive your white Cadillac or what?
Oh, no. That was handed down. You know what ended up? I sold that car 3 different times. The last person to own it was Joey D of the Starlighters.
He is a Cadillac dude. You know that, right?
Yeah. So it probably is in some junkyard in Florida now. I don't know where it is.
He's watching videotapes of The Sopranos in the back seat while somebody drives it for him, right?
Well, it's great to speak to you guys.
Jay, have a great morning. Thanks for being on the show. We'll see you at Richard Nader's Doo-Wop Spectacular on June 1st. Jay, you're
Terrific.
the best. Okay, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.